This is another Night Rampage, a space where you are not here to fix anything, not here to force anything, and not here to chase any outcome, but instead to gently allow yourself to shift into something that already exists within you. Because a Night Rampage is not about effort or control. It's about entering a state where change begins to happen naturally, where the mind softens, the body relaxes, and something deeper within you begins to reorganize on its own. And as you listen, you may start to notice something subtle. The way the words flow, the rhythm of each sentence, the feeling behind them, all working together to guide you into a different internal state without you needing to try. This is where NLP techniques begin to support you, not in a forceful or analytical way, but in a quiet, almost invisible way, where your subconscious begins to release what it no longer needs and align with something new. There is nothing you need to figure out, nothing you need to analyze, and nothing you need to do perfectly. You can simply listen, breathe, and allow the shift to happen. Because tonight, you are not here to chase manifestation. You are entering the state where manifestation begins. There is a certain kind of tiredness that doesn't come from the body, but from the mind, constantly trying to figure everything out, trying to control outcomes, trying to make things happen in a very specific way. And maybe you felt that quiet pressure in the background, where even when nothing is happening, something inside you is still working, still thinking, still holding on, as if it's your job to keep everything together. The overthinking, the replaying, the wondering if you're doing enough or doing it right. All of that can feel so normal and yet so heavy at the same time. And what's interesting is that the more you try to control everything, the more tension it creates, not just in your thoughts, but in your body, in your energy, in the way you experience everything. Because control, even when it feels productive, often comes from a place of not fully trusting, not fully allowing, not fully feeling safe to let things unfold. So for a moment, you don't have to change anything. You don't have to fix anything. You don't even have to understand everything. You can simply begin to notice what it feels like to loosen your grip, just a little, to let your shoulders soften, to let your breath deepen, to allow your thoughts to slow down without forcing them to stop. And in this space, something very subtle begins to happen. You start to realize that you don't need to hold everything so tightly, that maybe things can begin to move, even when you are not pushing them. And that is where the shift begins. And as you continue to stay here, allowing your body to soften and your breath to move naturally, you may begin to notice that letting go is not something you force. It's something that happens when you stop holding on. It can be so gentle, almost like something inside you is slowly exhaling after being held for too long, without effort, without pressure, just a quiet release. And you don't have to let go of everything all at once. You don't have to make a big decision. You don't have to push anything away. You can simply begin to allow a little more space, a little more openness, a little more ease than before, because there is a part of you that already knows how to do this. a part of you that knows how to relax, how to trust, how to allow things to unfold without needing to control every step. And as that part of you becomes more present, even just slightly, you may start to feel a shift in the way everything moves within you. Your thoughts begin to feel lighter. Your body feels less tense. Your breathing becomes more natural. And something inside you begins to settle. And in this settling, you are not losing control. You are returning to alignment. You are allowing yourself to exist in a state where things don't have to be forced, where outcomes don't have to be chased, where everything begins to come together in a more natural way. And maybe, without even trying, you can start to feel that you can trust this process, that you can soften into this moment, that you can let things unfold without needing to push them. Because this version of you, the one who allows, the one who trusts, the one who lets go, is already here. And as you rest in this space, where your body is softer, your mind is quieter, and your energy feels more open, something begins to shift in a deeper way. Because manifestation is not something you do, it is something that responds to the state you are in. And right now, without effort, without trying, you are moving into a state of allowing, a state where resistance is no longer leading and where things can begin to come together more naturally. It's almost like everything you've been holding, everything you've been trying to manage, begins to loosen its grip, and in that space, something new has room to appear. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to control it. You don't need to figure out how it will happen. Because the moment you soften, the moment you let go, the moment you return to alignment, your reality begins to respond. Not all at once, not in a forced or overwhelming way, but in subtle natural shifts that begin to unfold in the right timing, in the right way. And maybe you can begin to feel that now, not as a thought, but as a quiet knowing that things are already moving, that something is already aligning, that what you've been asking for is not far away. It is simply waiting for this state. And this state, the one you are in right now, is where manifestation begins. So, you don't have to do anything more. You don't have to try any harder. You can simply remain here, allowing, trusting, receiving, and letting everything come together in its own natural way. And you can remain here for as long as you like, in this space where nothing is forced, nothing is rushed, and everything is allowed to unfold in its own natural way. There is no need to come out of this state, no need to shift away from it, because this is not something temporary. This is something you can return to again and again, whenever you choose. This is what these night rampages are here to support. A space where you can release, realign, and reconnect with yourself in a way that feels natural, not effortful. And the more you allow yourself to return here, the more familiar this state becomes. The more your mind begins to recognize it, the more your body relaxes into it, the more your entire system starts to trust it. And from this place, everything begins to change. not because you are trying to make it happen, but because you are no longer resisting what is already ready to come to you. You may notice that over time, it becomes easier to let go, easier to soften, easier to move through your thoughts and emotions without holding on so tightly. And this is how the shift continues, quietly, naturally, steadily. Through moments like this, through spaces like this, through your willingness to pause, to listen, and to allow. And whenever you feel the need to return, to release, to realign, or simply to be guided back into this state, this space is always here for you.